in 60 seconds.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody, good morning and welcome aboard the mothership. That's right, I've beamed you aboard for another amazing trip across the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds. It is the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Going to take you all the way on out to the farthest mapped regions of the universe, which, as we have found out today, according to some of the stories we're going to talk about, it has its own consciousness. Whoa, deep, right? Anyway, we will bring you back, but don't worry, you'll be okay. The gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector array is not. I'm not going to get into politics today, okay? It's just deflecting, okay? It's just deflecting. Anyway, let's get ahead and tell you what's going on the show today. A little crazy-ass McBitch is coming up. Poop knives, chocolate dicks, pineapple, and mayo. Dildos for brush fires. We'll have an in-flight movie review. We're going to review a classic episode of Just a Few Questions. Going to go all the way back about a year ago. D-Unit goes to hell. Also, thanks for the meth sandwich, bro. And why does your dog take so long to poop? There's going to be a million other things that we're going to be talking about today, as well as news, sports, music, and your calls. 313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. The Alien X lines are now open. So go ahead and give me a call. You can also head over to alienxradio.com. There's a chat room in there. You can jump in there and chat with me live, as well as watching on Facebook and YouTube. That's right. Alien X Radio has a YouTube channel. Go look it up and subscribe so you can see my beautiful face. Okay? And you can also see some of the pictures of some of these weirdos that we're talking about on the show. So anyway, it's time to go ahead and get things underway, everybody. It is Monday, January 13th.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
January 13th, 1978.
Fellow that doesn't have any tears doesn't have any heart.
Former Vice President Hubert Humphrey, a liberal icon of the 50s and 60s, dies of cancer in Waverly, Minnesota at age 66. 1992. Japan apologizes for forcing tens of thousands of Korean women to serve as sex slaves for Japanese soldiers during World War II. 1990. L. Douglas Wilder of Virginia is sworn in as America's first elected black governor. 1898. Jacques Hughes, Author Émile Zola's famous defense of French Army Captain Alfred Dreyfus is published in Paris. Dreyfus, convicted of treason in a case that triggered charges of anti-Semitism, is vindicated years later. And 1864. Composer Stephen Foster, whose songs include Camptown Races and My Old Kentucky Home, dies in New York. Today in history, January 13th, Mike Gracia, The Associated Press.
All right, folks. It is now time to go ahead and get this thing underway. So let's, how do they say that? Let's kick this pig. A little music from 23EXP. It's time to stand up, everybody. Good morning. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Too high, I get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently. Stronger, feeling free with the shadows of the night.
This is William Merklinger, and you're listening to
X Radio.
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
Take your stand. Watch your way. Keep your head in the game. Can you see what you want? Keep your eye on the prize. touching raindrops. Sometimes a ray of light seems so far away, and sometimes the night goes on for days. Can you see what you want? Keep your eye on the prize. Touching raindrops. Touching raindrops. Tell me what you're thinking of. Tell me what you're dreaming of. We can't go there, you and I. Tell me what you're thinking of. Tell me what you're dreaming of. Can't go, you and I. Ray of light seems so far away. Sometimes the night goes on for days. Can you see what you want? Keep your eye on the prize. Touching raindrops. Touching raindrops. Touching raindrops.
Hello, this is Ernie Singleton, aka T-Dog from The Walking Dead, and you are listening to
X Radio.
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is
313-444-8919.
Less commercials, definitely.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Awesome.
All right, welcome back to The Attack, everybody. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting to you live on alienxradio.com, UG Media, United Talk Radio, and we got a brand spanking new affiliate in the house, everybody. Let's welcome WCET-FM. That's right. They actually trust me to be on an FM station. Not sure if that's a good idea, but here I am. Nonetheless, that is WCET-FM in South Carolina. Thank you very much for having us on, and thank you all for very much for tuning in. Remember, you can always give me a call anywhere in the world at 1-313-444-8919. Again, that is 1-313-444-8919. Them's the numbers. Or you can contact me on your Skype to avoid all that whole phone bill thing. Okay, and the name that you type in is Alien Stone. And the number 1, all together, no spaces, Alien Stone 1. That's how you contact me. All right? We also ask that you, when you call, be monitoring the station. Don't call during the middle of a song. You know, make sure I'm talking. If you hear me talking, then obviously I can answer the phone and talk to you. In the middle of a song, it's a little hard because people are jamming, and then we can't stop it and then talk, and then they get all mad at us. So don't worry. The technology is being put in place at Jupiter Station next week to make sure that we eliminate that problem. We'll be able to talk on the air, off the air, put you on the air, take you off the air, whatever. That technology is coming up very soon. Should have been here a long time ago. I do apologize. So, still coming up this hour, we're going to have a news update from NPR. We're going to talk about denim panties and what a transgender person just lost a lawsuit and what the lawsuit was about and why did this person lose. And why does your dog take so long to poop? As well as another news update at the end of the hour. All that's still on the way. That's amazing, the kind of weird stuff that I got on here. But hey, let's go ahead and get to this story real quick. Real fast. Y'all know him as Lou Ferrigno. Some of you might know him as the Incredible Hulk from television. No, I'm not talking about the movie Hulk at all. And I'm not talking about the Avengers Hulk. I'm talking about the original, on the television, Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno. Well, Lou Ferrigno has sworn in, everybody. He has sworn in. And what did he swear into? He is now a New Mexico sheriff's deputy. So, finally, you know, a deputy that when they walk up you're worried. You okay? This guy looks like he can chase you down. He looks like he can hop over a fence to come after you, and he can look like he can definitely restrain you. As opposed to Bubba, the 350-pound officer with buttons popping out on his shirt and visible coffee stains on his tie. Okay, these are not good cops, okay? But Lou Ferrigno, like I said, he is now a New Mexico sheriff's deputy. So if you're going through New Mexico, watch out because the Hulk is going to get you if you're speeding. So don't do that. Also, what are we going to talk about here before we get into some more music? Speaking of police, they got a brand spanking new police dog. Okay, and where does this police dog get? See, I'm not even following my notes here. Oh, man. Chocolate, scientist, Canadian. I'm not sure where it is. Women, this is really good. I can't even find it on the list. But anyway, there's a brand spanking new police dog. I can't remember what state it's in now all of a sudden because I don't have it written down in front of me. It's stupid of me, sorry. But it's a pit bull. So again, we've got a New Mexico sheriff's deputy that actually looks intimidating now as Lou Ferrigno, Officer Lou Ferrigno. And now a very intimidating looking police dog also added to the lineup as a pit bull. So German Shepherds, you do not have the market cornered on police dog. And by the way, that pit bull has already made its first drug bust. And whether or not it got the taste of blood in its mouth, I do not know if that was necessary. But anyway, one more last thing here. Let's just go ahead and read this story for you. I know a lot of you people are afraid of haunted houses. I know a lot of you people are afraid of staying in hotels. And I know a lot of you people are afraid of graveyards. And I know a lot of you people are afraid of clowns. So, a haunted clown-themed hotel next to a graveyard. Would you say yes or would you say no? If you're active on social media of any kind and love horror or creepy photos, then you probably run into a picture of the Clown Motel at one point in time, or one point or another in time. It's the creepiest little hotel that looks just like a circus attraction straight out of a horror movie. Yeah, that's the one. Beyond its scary look and creepy fact that it sits right next to a graveyard, it's actually a pretty cool little place. The rooms are your basic rooms. You would find a regular roadside that you'd find in a regular roadside motel. As you can tell, I have not read the story. I just ripped and read. I know the premise of the story. Besides the creepy little clown pictures that are everywhere, they have a cool little gift shop, though. That's right. And they sell all kinds of crazy little clown memorabilia. But here's the kicker. The place is actually haunted. If you're a paranormal investigator or love investigating or just experiencing things yourself, this place is a must check out. Who wrote this? A must check out? However, there are a lot of people who have gone and say that they never experienced anything. Right. That's what most people experience in places that are haunted, is nothing. Most people experience nothing. Right. Anyways, this place is a must check out of in your. Wow, who wrote this? Anyways, this place is a must check out of in the Nevada near. Who wrote this? Seriously. If you're going into the Las Vegas area, then you might want to check this place out. I think that's what they're trying to say in this backwards inbred English that they wrote down here. And looking for some creepy places to check out. We suggest that you check that out. Anyway, enough of that, okay? I don't know who writes this crap. So let's go ahead and put some more music into your Vajir holes. I got some leftover bullets. And no, I'm not talking about from my gun. I mean, the band is called Leftover Bullets. Confused, the name of the song. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Alrighty, folks. That was a little music for your Vajira holes there. We are up against our first break, our first pause in the action for station identification. I do want to point out to you, though, that this entire hour has been brought to you by the Banger Music Awards. That's right, everybody, the Banger Music Awards. It's live at 7 p.m. Eastern this Saturday, January 18th, right here on Alien X Radio and our fine affiliates around the world. Guys, I'm telling you, if you have never tuned into a Banger Music Award, I suggest that you do. I'm talking about our own John LeBang of The John LeBang Show, and, of course, the John LeBang Music Hour. And that show has spawned so many awesome artists to be played on the station on his show that he had no choice but to reward all of them for the great work that they do by having an award ceremony once a year. So this is, I believe, his third consecutive Banger Music Awards. They get better each and every year. I suggest that you tune in. Plenty of celebrities on hand to present awards. Lots of presenters from other stations around the world. And, of course, tons and tons of indie artists. I'm telling you right now, the Banger Music Awards is the best thing to happen to independent music since the record button. I'm just saying, it is the best thing. So, tune in, listen for John LeBang and his cast of characters, including Shady. I'm sure he'll be there. And myself, I'll be giving out the Rock Your Face Off Award. I'm very excited about that. I can't wait. I know you can't wait. So once again, this entire hour has been brought to you by the Banger Music Awards, happening this Saturday, January 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here, live on Alien X Radio. Make sure you're here for it. Right now, it's time for a short break, pausing the action for station identification and bringing you up to speed on what's happening in the world with an NPR news update. Go nowhere. We'll be back with more of The Attack after this.
And now your weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Dave Mattingly. Police in Iran are denying they fired at protesters demonstrating over Tehran's admission that it shot down a Ukrainian airliner last week. It killed all 176 people aboard. Demonstrations erupted in Iran on Saturday and again Sunday. Most of those killed in the shootdown were from Iran and Canada. Canadian officials have arrived in Tehran to help with the investigation into the shootdown of the Ukrainian jet. Dan Karpinchuk reports.
3 members of the Department of Global Affairs arrived in Iran on Saturday to set up a base of operations for the rest of the Canadian team. They are expected to arrive by Tuesday and include members of the Transportation Safety Board as well as consular officials who will offer help to families in Iran of Canadians who died. The Safety Board is also preparing to send a second team that specializes in aircraft recorders.
That's Dan Karpinchuk reporting. Severe weather, including tornadoes and icy roads, is blamed for at least 11 deaths in the U.S. from the south to the northeast. Tornadoes killed at least 6 people in Louisiana and Alabama. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign is taking sharper aim at Elizabeth Warren. That's ahead of tomorrow's Democratic primary debate in Iowa. NPR's Juana Summers reports.
Politico reported this weekend on a script used by Sanders campaign volunteers when connecting with potential supporters. The script instructs Sanders volunteers to tell voters leaning toward Warren that the, quote, people who support her are highly educated, more affluent people who are going to show up and vote Democratic no matter what, and that she's, quote, bringing no new bases into the Democratic Party. Speaking to reporters in Iowa, Sanders said he just read about the memo, called Warren a great friend, and said that no one is going to be attacking Warren. Earlier in the day, Elizabeth Warren said that she hopes Sanders' campaign reconsiders these talking points that she says trash her as a candidate. Juana Summers, NPR News.
Retired Pope Benedict is urging Pope Francis not to lift the celibacy rule for priests. Here's NPR's Sylvia Poggioli.
In 2013, Benedict became the first pope to resign in 700 years, vowing to remain hidden from the world and pledging obedience to the new pope. But in excerpts of a book published by the conservative French daily Le Figaro, Benedict writes that celibacy carries great significance because it allows a priest to concentrate on his vocation. The book appears as Pope Francis is considering the possibility of allowing older married men to be ordained priests in the Amazon region, as proposed in October by a bishop's assembly. Popular culture is focusing on the relationship between the two popes thanks to a Netflix movie that spins a fictional tale of a pontifical bromance.
This is NPR News.
It all comes down January 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. Guest presenters Lucy SD, K-Rock and Sin, Candy Gunn, Ricky Rocks, Alien Stone, just to name a few. Music by Scars of Protest, Mimi Detroit, Folsom, The Virgin Marys, Limberlost, and many others. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. The greatest celebration of independent music you'll ever experience. For more information, go to our website, www.jailabang.com. January 18th, 7 p.m. Eastern on Alien X Radio. The 2020 Banger Music Awards.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. I am your host, Alien Stone. Thank you for being beamed aboard the mothership. We are screaming through the galaxy, or at least talking really low, really loud in the back row, making everybody angry and playing with our cell phones and stuff, you know, because we disturb. That's what we do. We disturb. Or is it that we're disturbed? I think that's what it actually is, that we are disturbed. Anyway, man, we've been rocking some music for your vajir holes. We've enlightened you with some news. We've told you some crazy stories. We've done lots of stuff. So, before we get back into some more music, let's go ahead and take care of this. Check out this. If you're watching on Facebook, or if you're watching on YouTube, remember, Alien X Radio has a YouTube channel. You can go and subscribe to that, or just stop in and watch the show. Every Sunday and Monday, we got a show on there live. And you can watch the videos. Anyway, if you're watching, you can see right now I've got a picture pulled up. This is a thing, people. Why it's a thing, I don't know. I don't think it should be a thing. But it is. Ladies, 2020, it's here just in time for you to ruin your day. Denim panties. Denim panties. That just, it sounds, I mean, I'm not a lady. I don't have lady bits. But to me, it just sounds like panties is what should be protecting your lady bits from the denim. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like to me. Like that would be the buffer, the cushion, if you will, in between the very rough texture that is denim and your soft, fragile lady bits. It just seems like it would chafe, scratch, and perhaps tear and burn. Doesn't seem like a good idea, but I mean, you can see it's here, but fashion never makes sense anyway, right? And panties don't need to be fashionable. You're supposed to wear something over them. Oh, my panties need to match my bra, need to match my socks, and then they need to match my hat. Why? Do you plan on walking around wearing just your bra, panties, and a hat, and your socks, or what? I don't know. But anyway, there they are. Denim panties, everybody. What's next? Sandpaper? How about sandpaper? We know you have a very itchy crotch, so our new sandpaper panties will help you out with that with every step you take. Man, that is horrible. Man, I see stuff like this and it just makes me go crazy. It brings out the sin. It does. Freakstar and Bringing Out the Sin on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Another night goes into day. Night goes into day. The sunlight always brings me pain. It's gonna bring me pain. But now I'll rest in a shallow grave. I'll rest in a shallow grave. Until the next time I misbehave. I'm gonna misbehave. It's in my blood, it's in my soul. Can't resist when it takes control. Silent gaze beneath my skin. Well, I can feel it bringing out the sin. Another night falls over day. Night falls over day. The moonlight always brings me prey. It's gonna bring me prey. To lay to rest in a shallow grave. Lay to rest in a shallow grave. So much sin now cannot be saved. Well, I can never be saved. It's in my blood, it's in my soul. I can't resist when it takes control. Decided days beneath my skin. Well, I can feel it bringing out the sin. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it.
Hi, this is Jamie from Rain, and you are listening to Alien X Radio.
Laugh now at my devotion. Say sunk in the pit as you choose to mock me. I will see who's laughing this. No, I will not render who I am. No, I will not bow the other man. No, I will not say what I believe. No, I will not silence all the shouts. You know I can't permit you to receive. Be careful what you say. See the truth here now. I'm free. I've had all I can take. Beware of the one you take back those things you said to me. I'm not sure just who you're trying to be. 'Cause your filth just cuts me to the bone. Show you a pain you never knew. Oh. No, I
be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
Let's rock this joint.
That's what we've been doing, rocking this joint. Welcome back, everybody. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, on alienxradio.com, UG Media, United Talk Radio, and our other fine affiliates. They're broadcasting us live around the world, like our brand spanking new affiliate from South Carolina, talking about WCET-FM. You can find them at WCETFM.com if you want to listen online. And, of course, if you're in the area, you can tune in on your regular radio because it's an FM station. It's amazing, right? That's right. They're actually allowing me to dabble in an area where the FCC has some sort of regulatory business. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but we're going to work with it. It's not so hard on inside the mothership. But the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space has always been a little bit more edgy. I know it's hard to say, right? You're like, really? Even more so? Yes, even more so. Anyway, let's just get up to speed here real quick on a couple of things. You might remember that a long time ago there was a lawsuit being put forward by a transgender person. This is a man who identifies as a woman. This person was suing a spa or a sauna or whatever because they refused to do a Brazilian bikini wax on this person. And this person, of course, was offended, saying, discrimination, and sued. Well, it has come back that that person has lost the lawsuit. That's right. They have lost the lawsuit due to this person having testicles. Because that was cited as the reason these people doing a Brazilian bikini wax did not sign up for having to move somebody's junk around. Okay? There shouldn't be any junk there. So, anyway, lost. Now, a guy takes an old minivan. He's like, wait, we can get rid of this minivan, we can sell it or whatever, or we can just make it new again. So, what he decided to do was do a lot of alterations to this thing. When he got done, it looks just like a Star Trek Next Generation shuttle. Looks just like it, but it's a minivan. It still runs. So this guy's driving around town now in a Star Trek Next Generation shuttle. This guy is a cultural hero. I'm just saying. Pop cultural hero, that is. Good job, guy. Good job. Way to recycle. Way to recycle. We've been rocking this joint, dude. Anyway, what else we got here? Oh, yes, that's right. I did promise you this. We're going to talk about this in depth. Here, let me even get this music faded out here so you can definitely hear me here. This is a study that was put together, and I got to try to do this pretty quick, so let's see if I can get this done in time. I doubt it. Why does my dog take so long to decide where to poop? I know that you've always been outside and you've seen this happening. You take your dog to go to the bathroom, and they walk over here, then they walk over here, then they walk over here, then they walk back over there, and they walk back over there, and then they walk over here. And then they spin, and then they spin, and then they spin, and then they spin, and then they spin. And then finally they do their thing while they're walking into a new spot. But anyway, all dogs poop, but some take a lot longer to pick a spot than others. Does your dog have to sniff every fence post before pooping? It may surprise you to learn that there is science behind their dawdling. Well, I'm not going to read this. I already read this. I'm just going to tell you what the story said because I ain't got enough time to read this whole thing anyway. So, there's science behind it. Okay, actually, let me give you the main reasons why. I got that written down someplace here. What are the main reasons why your dog does this? It's from territorial strategy to the alignment of the Earth's magnetic poles. These are two of the reasons why. Dude, they were highlighted before. Now they're not highlighted, of course. Oh, here they are. Here's the reasons. Sniffing out other dogs, anxiety, distractions, and weirdly but truly, the magnetic poles. These are reasons why your dog takes so long to go poop. Now, here's why they look all over the place, okay? Now, this sounds pretty funny, but this is true. A dog's poop to them is like social media is to us. Okay, they smell all these scents all over the place of this poop and this urine that the other dogs leave behind, and they actually can read different things from this. It can tell them different things about the animal, tell them their sex, the type of animal that it is. It could tell them what they had for lunch. It could tell you a lot of things about these animals, and they use it for territory also, of course. But that's the main purpose. Is when they're sniffing around different areas, they're actually reading messages from other animals, from other dogs, as though we were reading Facebook posts. And then, of course, they find the post that they don't like, and then they crap on it, just like we do, too. Anyway, so the other thing that the study had concluded was that a lot of times the reason why your dog spins in a circle before taking to duty, it has to do directly with the magnetic poles. Now, this is something that's just really bizarre to me. I'm like, I never took the time to notice. Does the dogs always turn in the same direction? I don't know. And do they turn in one direction above the equator and another direction below the equator? I don't know. People say, hey, that's a farce. They talk about the water that goes in one way above the equator and it goes down the other way. They say that that's a farce. Well, I don't know, because I'm not rich enough to be able to travel that far away. Anyway, we got to take a short break and pause in the action for station identification, and we will be back with more of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space, or right after this.
The President's China Moment. And I'm Jessica Stone, Fox News. This week, a long-awaited trade deal with China will be signed at the White House. The ceremony scheduled for Wednesday morning. The agreement comes with reported Chinese pledges to protect intellectual property, not manipulate its currency, and buy a host of American farm goods.
It's $200 billion of additional products across the board over the next 2 years, and specifically in agriculture, 40 to 50 billion. So this is a big opportunity for our farmers, and I think some people have questioned whether they can produce it, and the president said they're going to go out and buy more land and produce plenty of agriculture.
Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin appearing on Fox's Sunday Morning Futures. Mnuchin also saying he's talking with China about stopping purchases of Iran's oil. This after slapping more sanctions on Tehran. Iranian protesters getting some direct support in their efforts from the White House. Tehran has admitted to accidentally shooting down a Ukrainian passenger plane. Fox's Kevin Cork reports.
You cannot overstate how powerful the symbolism is here in this circumstance. The president tweeting his support for the Iranian people, not just in English, but also in Farsi. It already has several 100,000 likes. And as you can well imagine, there was also a corresponding tweet in English. It reads thusly: to the brave and suffering Iranian people, I've stood with you since the beginning of my presidency, and my government will continue to stand with you. We are following your protests closely. Your courage is inspiring. The president also warning the regime in Tehran not to attack or kill their own people who are obviously protesting. He said the world is watching.
The U.S. Senate is expected to consider a war powers resolution to limit President Trump's ability to take military action in Iran. America's listening.
It all comes down January 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. Guest presenters Lucy S.D., K-Rock and Sin, Candy Gunn, Ricky Rocks, Alien Stone, just to name a few. Music by Scars of Protest, Mimi Detroit, Folsom, The Virgin Marys, Limberlost, and many others. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. The greatest celebration of independent music you'll never experience. For more information, go to our website, www.jalabang.com. January 18th, 7 p.m. Eastern on Alien X Radio. The 2020 Banger Music Awards.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows. Igor's Lube. Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh? Igor's Lube! That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done? Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from the Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water.
Dead in the water.
Beg for mercy and Under the Blade.
We live our lives under a blade.
Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
It's the organ sale of the century. It's Dr. Jack's Organ Scratch and Bruise sale. We're overstocked, and the shelf life is about to run out.
I've over-harvested. Oh, no.
Livers, pancreas, and those hard-to-find spleens. Oh, sure, they're a little brown around the edges, but we pass the savings on to you. Dr. Jack has gone crazy. Sure, it's crazy to buy organs 2 days after they've been removed. Crazy like a fox, it's Dr. Jack's Organ Scratch and Bruise sale.
Hey, with my new kidney, I can pee like a kid again.
With my new liver, I'm drinking like a fish again.
If you're not completely satisfied, return the organ and keep the handy Carry Cool Cooler as our gift. Dr. Jack's Organ Scratch and Bruise sale. Going on now while supplies last.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Phillips Milk of Amnesia, the over-the-counter remedy that works so well, you'll never remember why you used it in the first place.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody, welcome to hour number 2 of the attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space, being brought to you by the Banger Music Awards 2020. Coming up live, that's right, it's going to be happening right here on Alien X Radio this Saturday, January 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tune in to alienxradio.com. Use the TuneIn app, whatever it takes, man. Tune in and listen. Our own John LeBang presents the Banger Music Awards 2020. It's going to be off the chain, people. It always is. So check it out. I'm giving away an award. I'm presenting an award. I am presenting the Rock Your Face Off Award. Rock Your Face Off. That's a great award. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to hour number 2 underway. What's coming up in hour number 2? Well, we're going to do an in-flight movie review from a movie that's 2 freaking years old. Why? Because I just saw it. Maybe you haven't seen it yet, and maybe this will get you to see it. It's kind of a mashup of genres of sorts. I'll tell you all about it. Of course, news updates, a sports update from our own prospect here at Alien X Radio. Give you that weekly new sports update. And we'll talk about a Texas man and what record he just recently broke. It's kind of an amazing feat, I'll tell you what. I'm not talking about his feat. It's a feat that was amazing. And our top story will be, thanks for the meth sandwich, bro. That's this hour. Still another hour after that to come, but let's go ahead and get this thing underway with a little of this.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
What the Florida?
That's right. It's time for What the Florida. It's our favorite freaky little state down there in the bottom right-hand corner of the United States. It looks like the U.S. is pissing on Cuba, and it's the only state that all men, well, I don't know about all men, but most men can do a shadow puppet of without using their hands. Talking about Florida, Wackadoo, Florida. Love you guys. Love you guys. No, really. Love Raw Talk Online down there in Florida. The Charles Richardson Show broadcasts live here on the station from Florida. But they'll be the first to tell you also that, yeah, they live amongst a lot of crazy. So anyway, Florida woman threatened to rob a McDonald's if she didn't get extra dipping sauce. It's getting serious, folks. The dipping sauce is serious. Deputies with an Indian River County Sheriff's Office told WPEC the 19-year-old became unruly at a McDonald's when an employee told McLaughlin, I guess that's her name, I didn't have that in there, but McLaughlin, extra dipping sauce cost 25 cents. I'll tell you my own little story about the dipping sauce in a minute, but I'll probably forget before the end of the story. So anyway, an argument ensued. Without giving specifics, she reportedly said that she would get the sauce by whatever means necessary. That's a very vague threat, right? A very vague threat. After bursting into a profane tirade, deputies said that she shouted that she would rob the restaurant if she didn't get extra sauce. Now it's not so vague. That's a direct threat of an exact action. Deputies arrested her at 3:47 a.m. for disorderly conduct. Duh! Because she allegedly locked her legs and refused to walk forward. Deputies placed her in mechanical restraints. So she was just being just ridiculous, okay? So jail records show that she also faces a charge of resisting arrest without violence. Authorities released her around 1 p.m. when she posted her $1,000 bond. I don't see anything in here about drugs. So she's just McCrazy. It's a McCrazy McBitch. That's all I'm saying. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, Florida. Anyway, I think it's time that we go ahead and throw some music into your Vajir holes. And when we come back from this musical break, we're going to be doing the in-flight music the in-flight movie review of Brightburn, a 2 years old movie, but maybe you haven't seen it. I'm going to tell you all about it when we come back. But right now, it's Here We Harbor and Silent Cities on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
With the many of our sins, the selfless person we wear thin. We'll never make it out alive. We do what we can to survive. We only have ourselves to blame. Tell me, are you proud of your name? Low. Keep your head up high, voices low. It's burning to the ground. The air is silent. City I once knew is filled with violence, scattered through the brush. The smoke is blinding, and I can't see a thing. Hold on to the gaze of your enemy, but don't look what's left of your integrity. These decisions you make stay with you for the rest of your life. Soon to come, countless nights of waking up to the sound of a gun and the vision of what now is a lifeless person. You will never know anything about. It's burning to the ground. The air is silent. City I once I can't see a thing. It's burning to the ground. The air is silent. The city I once knew is filled with violence. We scatter through the breath. The smoke is blinding, and I can't see a thing. And I can't see a thing.
I'm joined right now by a very special guest. You might know him as Merle from The Walking Dead. It's actor Michael Rooker. So you're listening to Alien Stone.
I'll never be able to say all that. I don't say anything that has to do with alien stones. I don't like talking about aliens, and I definitely don't like talking about their stones. So no, I can't do that. You can do that one. That's my tag, and I'm sticking to it.
from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
And now it's time for the in-flight movie review.
Mom, who am I? You are a gift. We believe that you came here for a reason. I know it's been difficult for you lately, that you feel different from other kids.
Just the floor, Brian.
You are different.
Caitlin, get my hand up.
He's a creep.
Help him up.
What are you doing?
I want him in handcuffs and I want him gone. Do you even know who his real mother is?
I'm his real mother. Let's go.
Maybe there is something wrong with Brandon.
I will never turn against our son.
He's not my son.
Hey, who's messing with me? Leave me alone!
Something wrong?
Boy around by chance?
You're one of the only people in the world that knows how special I am.
There are believed to be no survivors among the 268 passengers on board.
No, no, no.
Whatever you've done, I know there is good inside you.
Corey! You're safe now.
I want to do good, Mom. I do.
All right, folks. So, like I said, the movie's about 2 years old, something like that, but I haven't seen it, and maybe you haven't seen it either. I'm not sure how much attention this movie got, but imagine the movie Superman. That's exactly what this movie starts out as, is Superman. The ship crash lands to Earth containing a child. A couple living on a farm take the child in, pretend they adopt the child, and they raise the child. The child starts learning the truth of his origin, that he came from space, and that he has powers. And he has all the same powers as Superman. Now, his name isn't Clark Kent. Okay, but now imagine at some point the child, instead of becoming a mild-mannered reporter and by day and being a dispenser of justice for all humanity at night, instead becomes a psychopathic murdering freak that believes that his purpose here is to take the world. Okay, that's what you get when you have the movie Brightburn. Okay, it's a good movie. It's a very good movie. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. I suggest that you see it if you haven't. Okay, it is definitely a completely different twist on the whole Superman idea. It is a very intense film. You don't think that it's going to go where it goes, but it does in many instances. So, yeah, my recommendation to you is to see the movie Brightburn. I thought it was pretty good. So that has been this week's In-Flight movie review. I don't have one every week. Why? Because I don't get a chance to see too many movies. So when I get to see a movie, I will come on here and do an In-Flight movie review for you. Okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. What else can I tell you about this movie? Creepy costume. Homemade costume by a kid. Creepy ending to the movie. Just all over creepy vibe. Creepy jive with the Superman thing. In-Flight movie review brought to you by Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow. Look for and like them on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Brand new products coming out are The Station and 22-ounce bottle Igor's Lube. Still working on the whole flavors thing. Anyway, let's get some music into your Vajir holes. This time around, it's going to be I Am Trouble and the song Walk Away. And you are tuned to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Another day inside my world, at the bottom of this glass. I see the myth of bloodshot eyes, my reflection by design. I tell them all that I'm okay, but I'm lying once again. Yeah. Still I stay. I can't walk away. I can't fall away. I don't wanna stay. I can't fall away. From the bottom of this glass. I've been reaching out, asking for help, but don't nobody seem to hear me. Guess I'll talk to myself. I'm on a road that's going nowhere and it's getting there fast. My past is catching up to me. I swear it's right on my ass. I smell the vodka seeping through me. Done spent all of my cash. My wife is begging and pleading for me to please make a change, but she don't understand the way my body aches for the stage. I hear it calling me. Yeah, it's screaming my name. I hear it calling me, telling me everything is okay. I hear it deep in my dreams. I swear it runs through my veins. But you don't understand all the sacrifices I made. I gotta look my daughter in her eyes and tell her goodbye. Cause I don't know when I'll see her. I swear it kills me inside to know that she can smell the liquor and see the rum in my eyes. All the times I had to lie and watch her walk away hurt. Cause she done heard it all before, like she knows how this shit works. I can't walk away. I can't fall away. I don't wanna stay. I can't fall away. From the bottom of this land. From the bottom of this glass. From the bottom of this glass. From the bottom of this glass. Yeah. I don't wanna stay. I don't wanna stay. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Belinda Velasquez from The Howling, Toronto, and you're listening to...
Ain't much to look at after you scrape them off your boot.
All right, folks, we're up against another break. It's right time for another pause in the action for station identification and going to bring you up to speed on what's going on in the world this time around with an AP news update and a weekly sports update from our own prospect here at alienxradio.com. Then we'll take a short break, and when we return, perhaps maybe some music news, as well as a Texas man broke world record. What record was it? I'll tell you that when we come back. As well as more music for the Vajir Holes. And at the end of this hour, thanks for the meth sandwich, bro. Tell you what that's all about. And a whole nother hour all coming up, as well as a classic episode of Just a Few Questions. D-Unit goes to hell. All kinds of crazy stuff happening, like chocolate dicks, pineapples, and mayonnaise. Oh, yeah. Dildos and brush fires. Poop knives. All of that still coming up. I can't believe I just said all that in one sentence. Right here on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Alien X Radio, UG Media, United Talk Radio, and now our own WCET-FM, Columbia's talk station in Columbia, South Carolina. We'll be back after this. Go nowhere.
Is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. 11 dead in severe storms in the Midwest, South, and Northeast. Tens of thousands of people lost power, and there's major damage. The deaths were in Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, Iowa, and Oklahoma. A tornado with winds of 130 miles per hour hit Kershaw County, South Carolina over the weekend. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says senators will pay a price if they block new witnesses from testifying in the impeachment trial of President Trump. She says Americans expect a fair trial.
Pelosi says the House will vote this week to send articles of impeachment to the Senate, ending a more than 3-week delay.
We wanted the public to see the need for witnesses with firsthand knowledge of what happened, documentation.
President Trump is facing charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Mike Hemp in Washington.
Speaker Pelosi was on ABC's This Week. Online videos appear to show Iranian police and security forces firing tear gas and live rounds to break up demonstrations. The protesters are angry that Iran shot down a passenger jet last week. Meanwhile, Defense Secretary Mark Esper added to the uncertainty over the intelligence behind the U.S. airstrike that killed Iran's top general when he said Sunday he'd seen no hard evidence that American embassies had been under possible threat. Here's our Ben Thomas.
I think the regime's having a very bad week.
National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien tells ABC's This Week.
This is a regime that's reeling from maximum pressure. They're reeling from their incompetence in this situation. And the people of Iran are just fed up with it.
But he says the Trump administration isn't after regime change.
It's never been our policy to change the regime in Iran, but the people of Iran are going to have, hopefully have the ability at some point to elect their own government and to be governed by the leaders they choose.
Ben Thomas, Washington.
This is AP News.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with The Prospect.
It's warm, it's rainy, it's wet, that's what she said. It's the weekly sports update with The Prospect on Alien X Radio. The wild card weekend shows some promise as 4 teams headed to the divisional round. The Vikings advanced thanks to a touchdown in overtime to defeat the Saints, one of 2 games to end in the 5th quarter. Kirk Cousins found tight end Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in what looked like a controversial catch due to both Rudolph and Saints defensive end P.J. Williams pushing off on each other as the ball was in the air. League officials reviewed the play afterwards and upheld the non-call, much to the disappointment of the Saints, who, as we know, has been a victim of many noteworthy controversies in the postseason. Coach Sean Payton congratulated the opponents and said that they deserved to win, possibly because his team needed to force overtime to survive instead of making the quality plays to put the game away. The Patriots, already in rare air being in the wild card round, saw a quick exit from the playoffs thanks to the Titans, who won 20-13. Now, this is one of many blows to the team that many in the AFC fear, now seen as a laughingstock. The biggest blow is a potential loss of superstar quarterback Tom Brady, whose contract with the team has now expired. 20 seasons in Foxborough and many memorable games in Gillette Stadium, and it's all over. There's been many surprising acquisitions of players from one team to another, But I can guarantee you that if this isn't the end of his career, wherever he goes from here will definitely be the team to watch. Think Brett Favre going to the Jets or Michael Jordan going to the Washington Wizards. The college football playoff is down to the final two teams as LSU face Clemson. That's right, it's the Tigers versus the Tigers. Both teams enter the final chapter of the playoffs and what's sure to be one hell of a duel. Clemson enters the game as defending champions, but LSU has current Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Joe Burrow, so both teams has the necessary credentials to win it all. Over in the FCS, the North Dakota emerged as champions by defeating James Madison 28-20 and won their third straight title. Dual threat freshman Trey Lance was the game's most outstanding player, running for 166 yards and 30 carries while only connecting on 6 of 10 passes for just 72 yards. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
It all comes down January 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. Guest presenters Lucy SD, K-Rock and Sin, Candy Gunn, Ricky Rocks, Alien Stone, just to name a few. Music by Scars of Protest, Mimi Detroit, Folsom, The Virgin Marys, Limberlost, and many others. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. The greatest celebration of independent music you'll ever experience. For more information, go to our website, www.jalabang.com. January 18th, 7 p.m. Eastern on Alien X Radio. The 2020 Banger Music Awards.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Welcome back to the attack. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, broadcasting live directly into your vajir holes from the other side of planet chaos, screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds. Oh, it's amazing, right? I don't know if you've noticed, but we just did a turnabout. That's right. We're headed back towards the planet. You didn't even feel it. That's that inertia canceller I'm talking about. It's awesome, man. Jupiter Station does great work. Just saying, they do great work. So here we are, the second half of the show. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? What are we going to do? Well, I see what I should have done and didn't do it. Is the music news. So we're going to do that after I tell you about this. Now, I got a picture here of this guy. I want to load it in real quick. Because, you know, I believe that when somebody does something really, like you're like, wow, really? You need to show somebody what this person looks like. No, it's not a bad thing. He didn't do a bad thing. Okay? This is a guy from Texas who just recently broke a world record. Okay? Let me pull this picture up here for you, though, that are on Facebook and on YouTube. This guy right here is the man when it comes to shooting guns. Okay? What the hell is this guy's name? I know I got his name around here someplace. Bill Poor, I think his name is. Bill Poor. Bill Poor, yeah. Texas man Bill Poor, 41 years old, breaks the world record on shooting. Now, if you're looking at the footage here on Facebook or YouTube, you can see he's got the weapon with him right there, the gun, that long-range weapon that he has. He made a shot 3 miles long. The target was 3 miles away from him, and he was able to hit the target with that gun. Single shot, bam. Now, that's ridiculous, okay? Because, I mean, you have to account for wind, gravity, the curvature of the earth. I don't know. You got to worry about a lot of stuff when you're doing a shot like that, right? This guy does it, though, man. Nailed it. It's pretty amazing, I have to say. What do you say, man? What do you think? What do you think is a good shot for you? You know, I go to the gun range, and I'm good at like 20 feet. 20 feet. Good enough. Why? Because if they're farther away, a guy can get away, right? I don't need to shoot somebody that's 3 miles away. I don't need to do that. That being said, this guy possesses a skill that a lot of people would pay a lot of money for. And it's all on the dark side. He's an evil Jedi. He's a Sith Lord of weaponry. Music for your Vajir holes right now from a band called Black. Warthog is the name of the song. And coming up, Anastasia with Eternal Deception after this. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
this is Doug Bradley, Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies, and you're listening to Alien X Radio. And you'd better carry on listening to Alien X Radio, or I will tear your soul apart.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Come on.
Welcome back to The Attack, everybody. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, all up in your face from outer space, broadcasting from the other side of planet chaos each and every Monday, helping you get up to lunchtime here, in this area anyway. You know, of course, we're broadcasting over in the UK as well, so we're helping you guys go home at the end of your day. Either way, we're here for you, for your work day. Blah, blah, right? Like you care. You just get to the stories, get to the music. No, we need to listen to you, Alien Stone. Heard enough nonsense lately. All right, okay. This portion of the show being brought to you by Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. Great for squeaky hinges and dry, flaky elbows. It'll also help you get your fist unstuck from a gravy boat. It's also great for doing it. Get some today and get some tomorrow. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube. IgorsLube.com. So anyway, let's get to this little bit of a story here, guys. Pull these guys up. Look at this. This is, oh gosh, I really love it when I see a couple in love. Look at this mugshot. Can you believe this? All right, look at these people. That's a brother and a sister. And I'm sure their parents were too. Just saying. Anyway, a woman arrested for DWI blames brother for feeding her a meth sandwich. A 29-year-old Arkansas woman was arrested for driving while intoxicated after failing sobriety tests during a recent traffic stop. Elizabeth Marie Catlett clearly had drugs in her system, but it wasn't her fault, she said. After all, she claims that her brother actually fed her a sandwich contaminated with methamphetamines. Number 1, she was originally pulled over for driving without headlights at about 6:30 p.m. A search on the vehicle was done due to the overwhelming smell of weed. Okay, so already, you're talking about a meth sandwich, but we smell weed. So, what's the excuse there? Number 2, then came the excuses. The baggies found on Catlett's in her pockets weren't hers after all. They were put there by somebody else, though she couldn't explain who did it or how that was even possible. Not only that, but she predicted that she predicted that she would fail a sobriety test due to her brother, who she just visited in the hospital, feeding her a meth sandwich. Well, as you do, you know. Meth sandwiches, right? Sounds like a new thing from The Impossible Meth Sandwich. Anyway, number 3, it was apparent that she was a regular drug user. While she claimed that she previously did meth but didn't do it anymore, the officer noticed that she had pretty major damage to her front teeth, and she had fresh track marks on her arms. Now, that's a dead giveaway. Number 4, it was long before the meth was located. Upon further search of the vehicle, police found plastic containers full of baggies and scraps of paper containing meth, both from the driver's seat and in a purse behind the driver's seat. Okay? Now, number 5. Her friend gave her up. We didn't even hear about this yet. There's a friend in the car with her, in the passenger seat. So, like we even needed the friend to give her up, okay? We've got baggies with weed, we got baggies with meth, and we got them in your pockets, we got them in your purse, we got them under the seat, you're driving, you're stoned, okay? We got you already, right? But her friend gives her up. It was 33-year-old passenger Don Russell. Don Russell Furr. His last name is Furr. Really? That really sealed the deal. For these two, he told officers that they had just used ice and a meth shake? What the heck is a meth shake? A meth shake. They have meth shake? I know they got weed shake. I didn't know they had meth shake. Well, anyway, they did meth shake. And some ice. If that's the same thing, I don't even know. I don't do that stuff, so I don't know. It was in the glove box, and throughout... What? Oh, they outright admitted that the pair had taken the drug prior to visiting their brother in the hospital. So she's blaming the brother for giving her a meth sandwich, but they did these drugs before they even got there. And finally, she was charged soon after. This was her first offense. Really? How'd she get away with 3? Oh, wait, we got a phone call coming in. You're inside the mothership for the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Who's this?
Hey, this is Charles Richardson.
Charles Richardson. What is up, sir, from the Charles Richardson Show?
Good. How's it? Hey, I'm just hearing this story.
Yeah?
And you know what? I had to call in because, Alien Stone, it sounds like you are attacking this person where she is clearly innocent.
Clearly.
Clearly innocent until proven guilty by a jury of her peers.
Sure.
She has every excuse known to man, which makes her obviously innocent.
Of course.
And basically, she said up front, listen, I was fed a meth sandwich. I'm going to fail a sobriety test.
Exactly.
She already informed the cops, so she's being upfront and truthful about everything.
Very honest.
Why is she guilty? I mean, there's no proof. And her friends probably obviously guilty. They're probably haters. You know, we can't go on hearsay. We have to go with, from the source's mouth, and that's the meth head. I mean, the person that got arrested.
Right, and you're right. We do need to be a little more sensitive because she's not really a meth addict. She has a meth use disorder.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously. Let me guess. I didn't hear the last part because I was using my phone to call in. While I'm driving, by the way, which is clearly now a felony in Florida.
Oh yeah, they'll pull you out and plant meth baggies in your purse behind your
exactly.
seat.
And I got some fresh tracks on myself, so Lord knows they'll probably take me in for 20 years. But did this take place in Florida? I'm assuming it did.
Now this one actually does not say that it took place in Florida, although it certainly sounds like it did.
It does. It really does. I mean, clearly like Sebring or Ocala or at least probably close to one of the universities up there in Gainesville or Tallahassee.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But I just wanted to throw my hat in there.
Sure.
Say, what's up? I've finally got a chance to listen to you on my 3-month paternity vacation from adopting my son.
Sure.
And
yeah, I saw the
finally
pictures.
got a chance to listen to you without falling asleep until noon.
You got to make up that sleep,
Right, that's exactly what I got to do. But you have a great show, and did they finally fix the water up there?
What, in Flint? No.
Yeah.
No.
Unbelievable.
They certainly haven't. No.
Well, all right, don't drink the water, of course.
No, do not do that in Flint.
Take care, my friend.
All right, peace out. Charles Richardson from the Charles Richardson Show, everybody. All right, so everybody, it is now time to take a short break of pausing the action for station identification. And when we come back, we are going to be deep into hour number 3. And, so go nowhere as the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space continues live on alienxradio.com, UG Media. Who else are we live with? We're live with United Talk Radio. And, of course, now our brand spanking new affiliate in Columbia, South Carolina, WCET-FM. Check them out at WCET-FM.com. So let's go ahead and take this short break, this pause in the action for the station identification that I just referred to right now.
The Queen of England conducting a meeting on Monday concerning certain members of the royal family.
It is to discuss the future of Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex created a royal ruckus when they announced plans to step away from their senior roles in the royal family and become financially independent. In addition to Harry, his father and brother, Prince Charles and Prince William, are expected to be there.
Fox's Aisha Hosni. The Pentagon has identified 2 soldiers killed Saturday in Afghanistan, one from Virginia, the other from Illinois. An attempted sports stadium break-in gets some special attention. Fox's Sal Giangrasso reports.
There was an early Saturday morning shootout near the New Orleans Superdome when two people tried to enter an unauthorized area near the venue. No one was hurt in the gunfire with security officers, and the two intruders escaped. Now, obviously, property like this will always be protected, but security at the Superdome is extremely tight right now because President Trump plans to attend the college football playoff championship game on Monday evening between number 1 LSU and number 3 Clemson. Sal Giangrasso, Fox News.
Good news for fans of the Hummer. Fox's Sue Guzman with that story.
After being gone nearly 10 years, General Motors is resurrecting its iconic gas-guzzling Hummer as an all-electric SUV. An official announcement is expected to be made in a Super Bowl ad starring LeBron James, according to the Wall Street Journal. The Hummer was first created in 1992 as a civilian version of the Humvee first used by the U.S. military, but it was discontinued in 2010 after GM was unable to sell it as part of its bankruptcy filing. The all-new electric Hummers reportedly will roll out in 2022 and be among several Mad Max-like environmental.
I'm Jessica Stone, Fox News.
It all comes down January 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. Guest presenters Lucy SD, K-Rock and Sin, Candy Gunn, Ricky Rocks, Alien Stone, just to name a few. Music by Scars of Protest, Mimi Detroit, Folsom, The Virgin Marys, Limberlost, and many others. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. The greatest celebration of independent music you'll ever experience. For more information, go to our website, www.jalabang.com. January 18th, 7 p.m. Eastern on Alien X Radio. The 2020 Banger Music Awards.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Give me some static! You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership
For the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
When's the last time you had a good time? Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody, welcome back to The Attack. It's hour number 3 of The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting to you live on alienxradio.com, UG Media, and United Talk Radio, as well as our brand spanking new affiliates in Columbia, South Carolina, WCET-FM. You can find them at WCETFM.com. Anyway, hour number 3 getting underway. We got coming up just some of the things. By the way, this hour is being brought to you by the Banger Music Awards. Coming to you live at 7 p.m. Eastern this Saturday, January 18th, right here live on alienxradio.com. Make sure you check it out. It's the Banger Music Awards live. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, coming up this hour, we're going to talk about chocolate dicks, pineapples and mayo, dildos and brush fires, conscious universe, cell towers, and it's hard to say. Masturbation? Wow, that's hard to say. Masturbation. Wow, I had to teach myself how to say that word. Anyway, a classic episode of Just a Few Questions on its way as well. When D-Unit goes to hell, all of that is coming up on the third and final hour of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. But first, it's time to do this.
And now your wackadoo of the week.
Our wackadoo of the week isn't a person, and it's not a place like Florida. It's a thing. It's a thing, and it's like, really? This is one of those things that somebody invented that nobody knew they needed until somebody said that they did. And then when they talked about the ones that they've had all this time, you look at them like, really? You used that? You did that? Anyway, check it out. Poop knives are a real thing, and apparently a lot of families own one. For those who poop big and need a little help to break it down, the original poop knife is here to solve all your woes. What started as a viral Reddit conversation ended up with producing a product specifically for your giant bits of poo. The website claims that, never to be mistaken for a box opener again, this poop knife, man, can you imagine accidentally using a box opener? This poop knife is a one-of-a-kind. Made from a metal reinforced silicone, it is strong, hygienic, and easy to clean. Guaranteed not to turn into a rusty stick. Ew. Be a samurai of the porcelain poo-poo platter. Are you serious? This is an actual ad. What inspired this one-of-a-kind simple invention? A user named... No way, that is not his name. Learned but can't be. He made a confession on Reddit that he said, I was 22 years old when I learned that not every family has a poop knife. You're right, sir. Not every family has a poop knife, because I myself am just now hearing of this. Okay? So this is a phenomenon only you exist in that I'm aware of. Anybody else have a poop knife? Give me a call, 313-444-8919. It's an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room. Only to be used for that purpose. That's disgusting. It was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, hey, can you give me the poop knife? I thought it was a standard kit. You have your plunger, your toilet brush, and, of course, your poop knife. Did you have a poop knife growing up? Are you willing to admit that you had a poop knife growing up? 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. And now you can purchase the actual poop knife, which I guess they said it's a steel reinforced silicone knife. So it's inside it's steel, outside it says nice silicone, easy to clean. And the point and purpose of this is that when you have big giant turds that you're having trouble. Yes, poop knife, Charles. He's in there right now going, really? Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. It's a poop knife. So if it's too big, you can always take that poop knife, reach up in there, and like kind of cut it. I'm sure it's like dull. You're not going to cut yourself with the poop knife, okay? But you're going to use it to like trim out the big chunks so they can drop and have room to move. You know what I'm saying? And Charles says that he dumps big loads as well. So you might want to look into the poop knife. Maybe they'll sponsor the show. You know what I'm saying? You could do like a product review. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get. That's how you generate dollars for your show, for your programming. You see, poop knives. That's how it is, man. You know, there's other products too, but you know, you got. That's what you got to do. You got to reach out into the world and find your poop knife, and grab a hold of it with both hands and don't let go. You know what I'm saying? And then put that thing to use. You know what I'm saying? Use the poop knives. Oh, my God. I know I get to get some more music in your Vajir holes. I'm just trying to think of what the heck You know what? That I'm going to play some music from 23EXP because, man, after that story.
Man, I'm hungry.
not the way he wanted it to be. Took the wrong path to be free. How is it taken away? Fools left upon today. Walks as if he wanted to fly, but how many bodies?
got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Can you feel it?
Welcome back to the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone. Oh yeah, hope you're enjoying the ride as we scream through the galaxy, or at least, talk really loud and play with our cell phones in the back row, disrupting the film. We're so naughty. Anyway, moving along. Moving right along. What's coming up yet in this hour? Let's see. This portion of the show being brought to you by the Banger Music Awards. Broadcasting live on alienxradio.com, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on alienxradio.com, this Saturday, January 18th. It's going to be an amazing event. Plenty of presenters on hand from many different radio stations, many different presenters from this station, celebrities and bands involved, and I myself have been given the opportunity to present the Rock Joe Face-Off Award. And I can't wait to do that. It's hard to say that normal after hearing Shady say it. Now I just got to say, Rock Your Face Off. I got to say it like that every time. Shady will be there, too. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you tune in, like I said, 7 p.m. Eastern this Saturday, January 18th, for the Banger Music Awards. 3rd annual, my friends. 3rd annual. It's the best thing to happen to independent music since the record button. So, anyway, what else do we got going on here? See, we got more news coming up. We've got a classic episode of Just a Few Questions. The Unit Goes to Hell. That's on its way. Still in this hour. We got more music coming up here in a second. But first, remember last year I reported to you that since Valentine's Day is on its way, that you were able to get a box of chocolate buttholes. Do you remember me saying this to you last year? Do you remember me saying this? You could actually get it. It looks like it comes in a heart. And you open it up, and all the chocolates are actually little molded buttholes. And you could tell, you know what I'm talking about. Little, the shape that I'm talking about. You know the shape. Anyway, now you can send an entire chocolate penis. I'm just saying, balls and all. Okay, balls and all. Nothing says I love you more this Valentine's Day than sending somebody a box of chocolate buttholes and a giant chocolate penis with balls. I'm just saying, I can't think of anything that would express your love for your significant other more than watching her chomp down on a chocolate penis. Maybe it's filled with a cream. I don't know. Maybe they have specialty orders. I don't know. So look into this. I'm sure that if you type in chocolate penis and balls, you're going to get many different types of results. So you might have to fish through them until you find the correct one. But then again, you might end up with a fun afternoon of, watching videos. Who knows? So anyway, where are we at in here? I don't know. I lost my... Oh, another thing, too. What is up with this new... I don't know if this is a new trend or if this has been going on for a while, but I've never heard of this before. This is almost more disgusting than chocolate buttholes, okay? What is up with pineapple and mayo sandwiches? White bread, mayonnaise, and a slice of pineapple? Really? Who eats this? Who does this? I want to know. 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. Them's the numbers. I want you to call me if you enjoy yourself a pineapple and mayonnaise sandwich on white bread. Because, yeah. And finally, our top story for right now, my heart does go out to Australia, who is, unfortunately, the place is just engulfed in flames. There's fire everywhere. They can't get control of it. The entire continent is on fire. Wildlife is scurrying about trying to find a place to survive. Human beings are scurrying about trying to find a place to survive. Homes have been lost by both wildlife and human beings. And companies are sending money over left and right, and celebrities are donating money. And everybody's trying to do whatever that they can do. Well, there is a company that produces sex toys. I know, big jump there, right? Yes, there's a company that produces sex toys, and they decided that they wanted to do what they could as well. So let me pull up this picture here. This is a silicone dildo that they have produced. As you can see down at the base there is a little impression of a koala bear there. And what would be the ball area, it's just a flat plaque that is shaped like Australia. So, while somebody goes, oh my God, this is very inappropriate, what else can they do? Okay, what they're doing is 100% of all the proceeds from the sale of this particular sex toy is going to fighting the brush fires in Australia. So, you can purchase one of these online and do your part to help put out the fires while you are doing your part. You know what I'm saying, ladies? You know what I'm saying? I think you do. I think you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's an amazing story. I was going to read the whole story, but why? We don't have time for that crap. Let's get into some more music for the Vajir Holes. Dark Serenity, the name of the band, and False Reality, the name of the tune. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space, Alien X Radio, UG Media, United Talk Radio, and WCET-FM.
Hey, this is Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
Hi, this is Mike Farrell. You may remember me as BJ Honeycutt from MASH. Here I am on Alien X Radio.
And now your weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it.
This year's Academy Award nominations will be announced this morning. NPR's Mandalit Del Barco takes a look at the leading contenders for Best Picture.
Likely to be on the list for Best Picture is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Director Quentin Tarantino could go head-to-head with Martin Scorsese and his gangster picture The Irishman. Also expected to be named is Sam Mendes' World War I epic 1917 and Taika Waititi's World War II satire Jojo Rabbit. Also expected are Bong Joon-ho's comedy thriller Parasite and Noah Baumbach's divorce drama The Marriage Story. Among the actors predicted to be nominated are Joaquin Phoenix as Joker and Renee Zellweger as the late Judy Garland.
You won't forget me, will you?
The Oscars will be held on February 9th. Mandalit Del Barco, NPR News.
College football's national championship game is tonight in New Orleans. Two undefeated teams will be facing off at the Superdome, Clemson and LSU. Both teams are 14-0. Stock markets in Asia ended the day higher ahead of this week's White House signing ceremony for Phase 1 of a trade deal between the U.S. and China. Markets in Europe are also higher today. Japan's Nikkei was closed for a holiday. Wall Street closed lower on Friday after the Labor Department reported a slowdown in hiring in the U.S. for the month of December. The Dow lost 133 points. Wall Street futures are higher this morning. I'm Dave Mattingly, NPR News in Washington.
It all comes down January 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. Guest presenters Lucy SD, K-Rock and Sin, Candy Gunn, Ricky Rocks, Alien Stone, just to name a few. Music by Scars of Protest, Mimi Detroit, Folsom, The Virgin Marys, Limberlost, and many others. The 2020 Banger Music Awards. The greatest celebration of independent music you'll never experience. For more information, go to our website, www.jailabang.com. January 18th, 7 p.m. Eastern on Alien X Radio. The 2020 Banger Music Awards.
It's Today in Music. I'm Adam.
And I'm Karen. And Adam, the future is here.
I know, it's a new decade. It's crazy.
No. I meant the new Future song.
Oh.
You know, from Future the rapper.
Got it, Future. Yeah.
Right. This time he brought along a friend from Toronto, named Drake.
Oh, yeah.
Heard of him?
I know that guy.
The song's called Life is Good, and you're going to find that new Future featured right over at the playlist rap rotation.
I like that, Future feature.
Flush. Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, your man, a cheat.
You should be sad, Karen.
Why?
No. You Should Be Sad is the name of the new track from Halsey.
Scared me for a second.
I know. We were having a little communication issue there.
Yeah.
But we're good. And we're excited because Halsey's full album, Manic, is coming this Friday. And she just recently made her tour announcement starting in June. And she will have Churches and Omar Apollo and others joining her along the way.
That is eclectic. I love it.
Oh, I feel so sad.
Well, I'm sure everyone saw this collaboration happening way back in the 70s when these two were first doing their thing. Ozzy Osbourne and Elton John.
Natural connection there.
Together on one track, it's called Ordinary Man, which is the title track of Ozzy's upcoming album. What a pairing. Now, on the album, you're going to hear Slash, whose bandmate Duff McKagan, along with the Chili Peppers drummer Chad Smith, making up the rhythm section on some of the studio sessions.
Ozzy's got a lot of good friends. Well, we've got a new Amazon original recording, this one coming from rising country star Jordan Davis. We last heard from Jordan Davis on his track Cool Anymore, where he brought along Julia Michaels. But for his Amazon original, he's created his own version of Jody Messina's song, Heads Carolina, Tails California. And you could find this Jordan Davis Amazon original over on the playlist Fresh Country.
Yep, check out that exclusive track, as well as this collaboration from Ozzy Osbourne with Elton John. A new song from Halsey as we patiently await her new album, and a collaboration from Future and Drake. There's over 50 million songs waiting for you at Amazon Music Unlimited. Just ask Alexa to learn more.
And thank you for listening to Today in Music.
Heads Carolina, tails California, somewhere green, somewhere warm.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay. Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Barry, owner-operator of Barry's Barometer Barn. Lately, I bet you've been lying awake at night asking yourself, how many barometers do I really need? Well, at Barry's Barometer Barn, we think you need more than one. Otherwise, we're gonna go out of business. Remember, at Barry's Barometer Barn, we don't know the meaning of high-pressure sales. Come on, folks, buy another barometer.
Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
All right, welcome back to The Attack. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, brought to you by the 2020 Banger Music Awards, live this Saturday, January 18th, 7 p.m. Eastern, on alienxradio.com. You can also find Alien X Radio with the TuneIn app, so you can listen to it that way. Remember, the Alien X player that's on our website, alienxradio.com, is also smart device friendly, so you can listen to that right on your smartphone. You don't have to have an app if you don't want one, but we are found there in the TuneIn app. Wow, man. Sorry, I had a stroke for a second there. So make sure you tune in either way. 7 p.m. Eastern this Saturday, January 18th, the Banger Music Awards. I will be presenting the Rock Your Face Off Award. I'm excited for that. I am. Can't wait to see who wins. I don't know. I know who the nominees were. That's it. I got to listen to the music, but I got to vote too, just like everybody else got to vote. Which, by the way, this is a record year for votes. I'm being told by John LeBang, the creator and MC of the Banger Music Awards. John LeBang from the John LeBang Show. Yes. Also heard right here on Alien X Radio. You can hear him in the morning here and on the weekends. In the evenings. Check for scheduling. Check often, because I have a habit of changing the schedule around a lot. I don't usually move him around too much, though. So anyway, enough being said, let's go ahead and get to the remainder of this hour. I'm going to play for you a classic episode of Just a Few Questions. This one is called D-Unit Goes to Hell. And you're listening to The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Just a few questions.
All right, we have reached that portion of the show where I ask you just a few questions. You never know what they're going to be about. You never know what situations I'm going to put you in. All you know is that it's either going to be dark, evil, disturbing, uncomfortable, inappropriate, or all of the above. You never know. You never know.
Never know. Never know.
So are you ready, sir?
Bring it.
To answer just a few questions.
Let's do it.
All right. Question number one.
Question number one.
After enormous pressure from all of your friends on social media, you have finally seen The Bird Box on Netflix. It was at a friend's house, of course, as you canceled Netflix a long time ago when they started making movies like The Bird Box.
It's got Sandra B, yo.
Just when you thought it was over, you were pressured into a Bird Box challenge. You have to do something while wearing a blindfold. After thinking about it for a while,
being you decide to go big or go home. So you choose to drive your car to the corner store and pick up a case of beer. Ricky Bobby! While blindfolded. Ricky Bobby! What could possibly go wrong? A.
There's a cheetah in the back seat.
Remember, there is a wild card answer available for question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3.
But I'm only allowed one wild card, correct?
No, that's the wild card. There's one for each of those.
All
then
right.
there's the make up your own answer, which is only available once for the entire round.
All right.
And then there's a bonus question for each question as well. So anyway, what could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
A, as soon as you pull out of your driveway, you get hit by a tour bus full of professional wrestlers and die in a fiery explosion. Could happen.
Could happen.
B, you make it to the store, walk to the back, open the cooler, take out a case of beer, walk up and place it on the counter. But while reaching for your wallet, you get shot in the head by the guy that was robbing the place before you even walked in, and you didn't see him in there. Okay? So again, you're dead.
It could happen.
It could happen. It's almost like I don't know. It's kind of a Blood regarding Henry kind of situation.
If I choose question number option B, then we're done, right?
You're dead in both of them.
Oh.
So C, this is how you want to go, I guess.
Right.
Pull a tad bit too far forward while parking at the store and lightly tap the wall, setting off your airbag, which propels your sunglasses into your brain. And you're dead.
Could happen.
It could happen. It's happened. You are successful. This is D. You are successful. You made it to the store, got your beer, and made it back somehow without killing yourself or anyone else. But then your wife beats you to death when she finds out what a stupid thing you've done. And go.
Huh. What's the worst thing that could happen, right?
What could go wrong?
I mean, what could go wrong?
Right.
Got a lot of different options here.
Yeah.
I almost want to choose the wild card, but I'm not. I'm just going to go with D on this one.
You're going with D.
I mean,
so
what
you're
could possibly
successful.
go
You
wrong?
made it
I'm
back.
successful. I made it home.
And then your wife beat you to
She
death.
just beats me to death.
She's like, you are so stupid. Stupid.
Right.
Honey.
That's what I'm
honey.
thinking.
Honey.
Honey.
Oh, he's dead.
Okay. At least I got
Guitars for sale.
Guitars for sale and beer to be drunk.
The wild card answer you did not choose was you die from embarrassment after realizing that, sir, you're an idiot. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. And your bonus question, give me directions from the fast food joint closest to your house to the nearest Walmart without saying left or right. Go.
No bonus answer for me. I can't. I can't. There's no way. There's no way.
There is, but you'd have to think about it. So yeah.
I mean, there's.
You'd be like, okay, where's the nearest fast food restaurant? Okay, and then where's the nearest Walmart? Okay, now how do I get from here to here? And you can only say like north, south, east, west. You can't say left or right. Wow. So anyway, you lose a point because you didn't answer fast enough.
All right.
You're like, that sucked. That was a trick question.
It wasn't, but it was.
Right. I should have gave you time.
Oh, you're not allowed to say.
And you
left
got
or
5
right.
seconds to answer.
Yeah. See, next time you got to put a little timer buzzer on.
We'll
it.
do that.
And you can
Yes.
go,
The lightning round.
the lightning question.
Oh my God.
You can have
Here we
one
go.
lightning question.
Now we've got 4 pages.
See, yeah. You can have one lightning question per sets of questions, though.
Okay.
So instead of a bonus question, like instead of that one having a bonus question,
They'll all be lightning rounds.
this one's got a lightning round. We'll talk about it later.
All right. We'll get it going. Question number 2.
Question deuce.
So now that you have died a horrible death doing something incredibly stupid, you have found that the tunnel and the brilliant light that people speak of after having a near-death experience is really more of a pit and a fiery glow. That's when you realize that you have just arrived in hell. And not the good part of hell with all the rock stars and the supermodels. It's the part of hell that they send people who do really stupid things. Like trapeze artists, mountain climbers, and NASCAR drivers. The devil tells you...
Y'all like NASCAR?
The devil tells you that you will spend the rest of your life in one of the following rooms. He allows you to look inside each room before deciding. Now remember, this is where you will spend forever.
Oh, man.
Door number 1. You see thousands of tortured souls standing on a glowing hot metal grill with flames up to their knees. They're screaming in pain. Behind door number 2, you see thousands of tortured souls being skinned on one side of the room, and then their skin is being sewn back on the other side of the room, and they keep just going from side to side for eternity.
Wow. That is... Wow. All right, go on.
Door number 3. You see thousands of tortured souls having their eyeballs pulled out with spoons and shoved into the other sockets of other people, and then just to be pulled back out and put into other eye sockets over and over and over again for eternity, all while listening to a Justin Bieber concert with perfect hearing. Or door number 4, you see thousands of tortured souls standing up to their waist in a wretched and festering pool of liquid consisting of urine, feces, saliva, vomit, and thousands of gallons of old used salmon-flavored Igor's lube. The smell is past disgusting, and no one looks happy. Which door do you choose?
See, outside of me making up my own answer and making something sweet up, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's hell.
Right.
Right? So it's not. I'm not going to, torture myself if I get to make up my own answer. Okay, so
Right.
I don't want to ruin the whole question by doing something cool like that.
Okay.
Okay. Going for the wild card.
Going for the wild card answer.
Going for the wild card answer.
The wild card answer is you choose door number 4. And ask for nose plugs and a butt plug.
Yes! At least I'm smart.
All right, so you're going into the room up to your waist.
Right.
And all the nastiness and all that stuff, right? Bonus question. After getting sent to the used fluid room of hell and the doors close behind you, a red light comes on and a buzzer sounds. A demon announces that the break is over, hands you a long snorkel and says, okay, everybody back on your heads.
Oh.
Question is, do you wish you chose another room, and if so, which one?
I don't know.
Kind of like whatever, right?
It is. I'd probably have to go with door number 1.
None of them could have really got it any worse.
Yeah, exactly. Door number 1.
All right. So you would have done that. So you would have been with the flames up to your knees.
Yep.
All right.
It is what it is.
All right.
It's supposed to be hot anyway.
Question number 3. It's dinner time in hell.
Sick and twisted, though. I want to let you know. You need to go to a doctor. And talk
Okay.
I will. Your stuff out.
I'll
man.
make time for
I don't
that.
know. Yeah, right.
Looking for some
Stuff you're
sponsors for
coming
doctor.
up. Right. It's stuff you're coming up with right now is a little creepy. But go on.
It's dinner time in hell. All the tortured souls gather for a meal. This is the one time per day you will get to willingly put things in your mouth.
Oh, not right. Not right.
Being your first dinner in hell, you have absolutely no idea what to expect. Rats? I don't know. Rotten fish? Monkey brains? Broccoli? You are surprised to see that instead of being served a standard meal, you are handed a menu. It looks like you will get to choose your meal. You open the menu with excitement that soon changes after reading what the chef has prepared for the day. And what will you have to eat? A, hairy butthole fresh from the skinning room and a glass of pus. B, rotted lower intestine of a rabid dog and a cup of hot piss. C, 100-year-old grilled porn star foreskin with man gravy and a glass of his stagnant bathwater? Or D, Little Caesars Pizza and a Zima? And go.
Oh!
Whew! They're all pretty bad. All of those are really, really bad.
However,
I thought I would throw Little Caesars a bone here and come up with one of the few instances where they would be chosen as the appropriate meal.
Therefore, a hot and ready would really be hot and ready.
Yes. And nothing like a flavorless alcoholic beverage like Zima to wash it down.
Dude, man, I'm going with...
Okay, and the wild card answer for what would you eat would be a demon's dick if it'll get me out of Igor's sludge pit.
Would you eat?
And the bonus question. See, that was the wild card answer. This is the bonus question.
Okay.
If you can take all of this abuse and keep your wits about you, in a few millennium, you could be promoted to the rank of demon. When becoming a demon, you must choose a new name for yourself. What will your demon name be?
Ooh.
Oh, we're almost out of time, too. Like,
you
really
know what?
almost out of time.
It would be Demon D Unit.
Demon D Unit, everybody! And that has been Just a Few Questions.
full moon rises in the
Planet Chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, that's just about all the time we've got for this week's attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I have been your host, Alien Stone, as I am each and every Monday for the Monday Morning Madcast. A few things I want to remind you guys of. Number one, of course, is the 2020 Banger Music Awards happening live at 7 p.m. Eastern this Saturday, January 18th, right here on AlienXRadio.com. Our own John LeBang and his cast and crew of characters, as well as a plethora of musical performances, as well as a plethora of presenters and celebrity presenters. Wow, man, this is tough saying all that. We're going to be presenting awards. I'm giving away the Retro Face-Off Award. It's going to be amazing. Make sure that you tune in to check that out. Also, letting you know that coming very soon here on AlienXRadio.com, starting very soon, actually, at 6 a.m. every single day, all week long, you're going to get hit square in the face with a random classic/retro flashback episode of Vinny and the Alien. I'm going to put those back into rotation just at 6 o'clock in the morning. It'll be the way we start things off. And then, of course, our regular shows start on regular time the way they always do. But like I said, that's going to be random. As well as, coming soon, there are going to be randomly placed random replay shows. Flashback replays of shows from way back in the day on Alien X Radio will be just randomly chosen from a plethora of different shows. Maybe you have heard of some of these. You know, like The Crusade with Crazy Dave. Maybe some of those will make their way back onto the air. You know, who knows? Maybe some old episodes of Don't Touch the Hair. Maybe you want to hear some old 80s music. That's going to come back up again. What about To Serve Man? You know, who knows? These shows are going to be making their way back into the rotation here randomly at certain areas, but of course, the new schedule will reflect those as such. They will show where that will occur. So anyway, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank all of my live affiliates here at AlienXRadio.com, UG Media, United Talk Radio, and our brand spanking new affiliate in Columbia, South Carolina, WCET-FM at WCETFM.com. And of course, they're tuned in on their airwaves. Until next time, this is Alien Stone saying, keep it real, Earthlings. Keep it real. We'll come visit you soon. You just got to get all your crap together. All right? Peace out, yo.